Hi, this is Dave Opdahl from Falcon Financial Group, and welcome back to our video series on consulting toolkit, just those skills that we all need to be able to do our jobs better in terms of implementations and consulting work. So today what I want to talk about is the concept of the trusted advisor. And it's really kind of that's kind of the pinnacle in the sense that it's the culmination, excuse me, of those interpersonal skills that will just provide you with, I think, has provided me with, and when I've done it right, has provided just a continuation of business relationships over an extended period of time, and so I thought it'd be useful to talk about that just for a few minutes. I think the key to the trusted advisor, in my perspective, or from my perspective, is 2 points. First, they have to like you, right? And second, they have to trust you. It's very simple. Those are two very simple concepts, and yet so many people screw it up thoroughly.
Be funny, but don't make him laugh. He's got to like you and then forget you the moment you've left his sight.
They're comfortable having you come into their office. Their staff is comfortable working with you. You have that ability to put people at ease. You are, you just sort of fit, right? You just kind of walk in and you're able to assimilate to their corporate culture and just the way they do things and how they function and operate. And so it makes it very easy for them, right? Just in terms of having you on the team. And so that's a really important point. The second one is just as important, and that is they need to trust you. Now, what does that mean? So that means you have demonstrated an ability and a willingness to consistently work in their best interest, okay? And again, in their best interest. You spend the extra time and the extra effort to work on good solutions that they can, that make sense for the client, okay? It's a matter of consistency and dependability. Right? In other words, you can't just do this once and then never do it again and expect them to trust you. You have to consistently do these things, and they need to be able to depend on you to do those things. So if you are trustworthy, they will come back to you and say, hey, I need your advice on something, right? Because you have always demonstrated, and they may not say this, but you've always demonstrated a willingness to operate in our best interest. And so therefore we look to you as a good resource. So those are the two key options, or the two key components. There's, they go together, right? They have to like you and they have to trust you. So let's look at it in a different, kind of twist it a little bit. What does it not look like, right? So let's take those same components and kind of spin them a little differently and see how that might look. Let's suppose you're a person that they don't like, but they trust. Okay, you will hear things like, he delivers on time. It's always a great solution. We're on time. We're on budget. It's just couldn't ask for more. But I'd kill not to have him around here anymore. He just makes everybody angry. He's condescending. He's arrogant. My folks just don't like him. They're not comfortable around him. And so if you can do something about that, that would be really helpful. So that's it's never a good thing for someone to hear about their staff or someone on their team, right? And so requires a lot of intervention and training and just mentoring and things like that. So that's if they don't like you, but they do trust you. So let's look at the other one. Let's suppose they like you, but they don't trust you, right? What would that look like? And so, it might be, well, Jennifer's great. She does a great job. She shows up. We have a blast. She's so good with our staff. She's always doing a great job. But we could just never get anything done. Nothing gets done on time. We're over budget on just about every task, and we still don't have any sense of when these will be completed. Okay. That's a good example of I like you, but I don't trust you. Okay. So notice what those sound like. Neither one of those situations is going to yield a good long-term solution, right? And if you're like me and you are operating independently, that's the difference between repeat business and no repeat business, right? If they like you and trust you, there's repeat business. If they don't like you, don't trust you, in any combination, there's no repeat business. Okay, so it's critical at that level. If you're working for a large implementer, a large reseller, it's going to define where your career goes, right? So it's really, really critical to have these things in place. And if you like what you've heard, go ahead and subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and we'll if you have additional ideas on skill sets, and be more than glad to address those if you have questions. But anyway, that's it for now. Give it a try. Let me know, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks.
And for God's sake, whatever you do, don't, under any circumstance.
Russ.
Yeah.
Can you take a look